Hold on. Let me. We're live. Hey, Omega.
Yes, Gunner.
So I read this article on Vice recently that says podcasts are group therapy sessions for pro wrestling fans. Would you agree?
I'm not at liberty to answer that question. Or this persona is not.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. He's actually licensed to do that kind of thing. Alright, so let's get on with our therapy tonight, boys, and start the show.
Get serious.
Enough! Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 196 of Woo Get Serious. My name is Gunnar, and that is Omega PR.
I think I know why Kanye West is in debt. He hired Adele to drop the mic for him.
I don't get that reference.
That's a pop culture reference.
Joining us also
From
this
my
week is
persona,
our wonderful
Omega TMZ.
technical producer and the culturally oblivious one, Yankum DDS.
What's a Kanye?
That's disgusting. Kanye is also disgusting. Negative points for you for saying Kanye.
I don't get points.
I know.
Only idiots get points.
But that's the whole point. See what I did there? Also joining us this week is Vassar.
Hello, peoples.
And then there's the Croc. Save Us Dog is with us.
Why, hello there.
And oh god.
Hi, everybody! Now, I want you to know I've been told that I cannot gratuitously... No! As they say, but who knows, near the end of the show, maybe.
Alright, let's get started with something that we pretty much obviously do at this point, and that is the news. Titus O'Neil was suspended by WWE for 90 days due to unprofessional conduct, stemming from the end of Raw and the Daniel Bryan celebration, which he playfully grabbed Vince McMahon's arm and pulled him back as he made his way up the ramp. Apparently, several talents have been edging the line on breaking company rules, and this was done to keep as an example to keep WWE a professional organization. Rumors attributed to the New York Post suggested Vince actually had to be talked out of firing Titus outright by Triple H and Joey Mercury. Titus' friend Batista revealed on Twitter that he advised him to ask for his release. O'Neil remains the biggest public philanthropist of WWE has, other than John Cena, and the suspension was later reduced to 60 days, though still enough for Titus to miss WrestleMania. So, because Titus is goofing off too much, and apparently this is just a issue that kept building, professionalism in the work environment is a huge problem in the wrestling, especially as considering that it's such a laid-back kind of place. I understand that the WWE is trying to be professional in and of itself, but you know what? I don't see the problem with this. This seems kind of silly.
The one thing it didn't answer, though, is it paid or unpaid? Because I've heard conflicting reports. Does anyone know?
I have no idea.
Because if it's unpaid, that's a load of bullshit. If it's paid, then what the hell ever. But like, if they're cutting his pay too, that's crap. And plus, he's missing Mania pay, which is still something. Like, that sucks.
It was the biggest paycheck of the year for a guy like Titus.
Yeah, so it's just bullshit.
The rumor that I first heard was that they were having an argument, and that Titus grabbed McMahon, and that was the impetus for his suspension. And I was like, that doesn't sound right, because Vince loves shit like that. Like if he was arguing with some wrestler and the wrestler grabbed him backstage, Vince would probably pop a hard on. So I don't know. Like, this seems so silly to give him a 60-day suspension over.
Like I said, I mean, it seems silly, but at the same time, there's other shit going on in the backstage area, and they really want to clamp down on this kind of thing.
Well, if you want to send a message, just trot him out there and have him lose in 20 seconds to Fandango or Tyler Breeze or anyone else that they don't respect.
Zack Ryder.
Yeah, like, there
let
are
him get
easier ways to
squashed by
punish
Zack
that.
Ryder.
And let him do a couple weeks of that.
Outs.
Well, he was apparently in line to win the Andre Battle Royal Memorial, right?
Really?
That's what I had heard.
I mean, he's a trooper for the company. That
Yeah,
doesn't
no
surprise
doubt.
me at all. But guess what? Braun Strowman's going to win that one.
Yo, good Lord.
Yeah, I'd assume.
I think what it is Vince just doesn't like being touched. And I really think that's all it is.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I
he
mean
is-
at all.
You know,
I mean-
but he's out of touch and he's out of time.
Oh
No,
Mr. Holland.
stop it.
Anyway,
Do-
yeah,
You haven't
if
seen
you
the
look
music
at-
video?
Which
There's a whole music video on that.
yes, I know they did it back in the '80s. Hall & Oates. Now to continue, I was thinking that maybe we know everybody from Jim Cornette, who is not currently active in the WWE, says trots out this old chestnut that Vince was molested when he was a kid, and so he doesn't like being touched. I find that weird. We hear stories about Vince coming up to rookies in the WWE, new guys, and like stepping on their foot and wanting them to say step off MRF or something like that. And
Well, Vince is a very unique creature. We've all heard the stories, I'm sure, about him. He doesn't like people sneezing, and he hates sneezing himself because, it's something he can't control.
Achoo, damn it!
Really,
But- Because I
if
wanted to go ahead and play devil's advocate for a second. Remember, he's on camera, and there's two different types of
Well, yeah.
attitudes. So
Yeah,
when
that's
you're
the
on
big
camera-
problem with it.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing, too. That's the thing. If you look at the footage, he actually, he seems to laugh, and the guy who's next to him, I think it's Armstrong, seems to laugh. And he kind of playfully shoves Titus, too, and it seems like,
Laughs.
yeah, it seems like no big deal. And then all of a sudden, well, he's suspended and maybe even fired. And, I don't know if... I mean, maybe...
That's why.
Yeah, maybe he was putting on a front, and maybe, well, it was at the end of the celebration, and that was like network footage, that it was off on USA, but I think a lot of it has to do with just him personally not liking that particular incident. I think if there's really been people who, need to start following rules or skirt the line, then, dress him down in front of everybody. I mean, everybody's right there, Dress him down in the back, don't just, ruin the guy's career almost.
And that's the money for the year. That's right. That right there is the money for the year. You got to think about that. WrestleMania is huge money. It's a big payout. It's a wonderful weekend. And now you're ruling him out of it because he can't, go ahead and do that. Exactly.
I still think
to the 10th degree. This is an overreaction. It's just I understand broadcasting wise and corporate wise where they're coming from because it was on camera. Still an overreaction. Shouldn't have suspended him at all. Just give him a stern talking to. Said, don't ever do that again on camera.
the best thing that came out of this, though, was Batista, Big Dave, telling him, hey,
Oh my god.
get the hell out. Like, he's a great dude. He does all that charity work. Like, he'd be a star in Hollywood. Like, why the hell not if you got Big Dave in your corner?
Batista knows what's up when it comes to WWE, and it's funny because he was kind of being groomed as the next kind of Roman Reigns almost. Like the fact that he was an Evolution and Hunter's boy and Flair's there, and
I'm not terribly surprised at this at all. That we're sitting here, we're talking about all this, and he's and where was I going? Basically, Titus got the shit end of the stick here, and it's not because he's black. It's not because of anything other than Vince.
oh yeah, that has nothing to do with it. I don't know where that came from.
Exactly. I mean, I heard that, and I was like,
Twitter
no.
fucking overreacts.
Exactly. All right, let's move on here. Somebody.
All right, well, WWE posted high numbers for the quarter for results, including 1.22 million network subscriptions, with an all-time high of 1.24 million average for the quarter. Vince McMahon commented that they used to live and die by TV ratings, but such is not the case now due to new media. However, Dave Meltzer suggested that TV rights and ad time still make up a big amount of WWE's revenue compared to something like YouTube, which can't come close. When asked about WrestleMania in the face of so many injuries, he said it will be awesome and they'll make it so by being creative.
Yeah, they sure made Fastlane fun by being fucking creative.
Oh
So,
man,
but-
Fastlane's going to be awesome, though. I am so looking forward to the Ryback, Kane, and Big Show tag teaming against the Wyatt family that just got announced.
I don't know. That's the most laughable sentence of the way that ended, man.
Hey, do you guys think that Kane and Big Show will get confused and then try to chokeslam each other, and then maybe Ryback will try to eat them both?
I think somebody sounds confused right about now.
He's going to try to be Goldberg. That's what he's going to try to do.
I was going to wait to say this, but wasn't Fastlane supposed to be their next big A-list show next to Royal Rumble and SummerSlam?
That was the deal. It was going to become the new part of like the big 4 or 5 or whatever it is now.
Hey guys, I have a great thing. Let's stick Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio with 2 out of 3 faults for the U.S. title on the fucking pre-show!
Oh,
That's
God, why?
I mean, what's crazy is despite all this, there's still the numbers for the network subscriptions are still going up. Still.
Well, they're still retaining them. I mean, that's the problem. They're retaining them. But that, right there, does not make up, let's put it this way. From what Meltzer's saying, I mean, it sounds like a 60-40 split between TV revenue and whatnot and the network and something like that. They don't live and die by the network anymore, but they don't, but they can't live without the goddamn, TV deal and whatnot. Yeah, or if they
the TV deal for any live product, as far as sports, is going to be the most important money revenue thing. That's
no
always
matter what.
Been.
No matter what.
In the 90s. Heyman said in the 90s the most important thing ECW ever needed was a TV deal, and if they got it, they probably would still be around.
If they got a proper one.
I don't know about that.
No, if they got a proper one, they would have been.
I still don't know about that because I love Heyman and all, but with the stories that have been told by people who were in charge of the financials alongside him during that time period, I don't know that they would still be a running promotion.
I don't know, man. If Paulie was able to get out of the money, then yeah. But
going back to the whole the subscriptions rising, or at least slow and steady, I think the big reason for that is all this original programming they're finally actually trying to put out.
Jesus.
And
that they should have had out 2 years ago.
Here's a statistic that wasn't in the notes there, but apparently 20% of network viewership is the big events, the pay-per-views and the live specials, and 80% is everything else, the archives and the original shows and all that stuff.
XT.
That's interesting.
Which I guess kind of makes sense. I mean, you tend to forget that the archive is there, and that's kind of a big reason to have the network if you want to, watch that stuff. But
it boggles my mind that that they're still getting it. And you know what? Even after this great news, the stock still tumbled fucking 10% or something like that after they announced all this shit.
But remember, Gunner, 32-man tournament coming in July, baby. You're getting your wish soon.
I have reserved feelings about that. We will talk about that here next, because speaking of reserved feelings, I am extremely angry at this. King Barrett has given notice to the WWE he will not renew his contract in June, according to a report on Pro Wrestling Sheet. I don't necessarily believe it. Brie Bella is expected to finish up with the WWE soon in order to start a family with Daniel Bryan. 25 years from now, when they have a daughter and or a son, you will expect him in the WWE. And they also officially announced the Global Cruiserweight Series, touting 32 of the world's best under 208 pounds, competing in a 10-week tournament starting July 13th. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new Super Juniors. Several recent names at NXT tryouts include Cedric Alexander, Deonna Purrazzo, Tony Nese, Brennan Williams, and a judo black belt, Tainara Mello.
Also, Rhett Giddens. Go, Rhett.
Tony Nese! Fucking get over, brother!
Mellow. In before Vince names him Mellow Yellow.
Shout out to Brennan Williams,
hell yeah.
great black otaku who's been around once in a while.
He's if you do anything on Twitter, he's a big part of the IWC on there for sure.
I love him.
And he's like the ultimate chill
He should
dude.
have went far in the NFL.
Yeah, man, the NFL is tough. There's a reason why not many people make it in the NFL, but it's like he left the NFL and he gets to follow another one of his dreams. So I'm hoping for the best for him. I think it's a little soon for a tryout, though. At least at NXT.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be able to get in and actually do something really nice.
I think it's more about showing his face than necessarily,
right.
They're going to give him a deal right now. And
okay, guys, we're going to go through here, and when they on July 13th or whatever episode that becomes of our podcast here, each one of you, I would like you to go. We're going to go down the line, and we're going to make one prediction of an NXT talent that will be in the tournament and a non-NXT talent that will be in the tournament. Okay?
No.
We'll start with Omega.
honestly, I'm thinking there might not be any established NXT talents in the tournament. I think they want to get as many outside people as they can. But I'm going to say...
Come on, to pick two.
That's a hard question.
Pick two.
It is a hard question.
It is, but you only got time to think about it while Omega's stalling over here, right in that fence.
I got two.
Alright, I'll go.
He had to think about it for a little bit, but one person in NXT right now who's probably going to be in the tournament is Johnny Gargano. Or Gargano, or I always fuck up how to pronounce it. Okay.
Gargano.
But yeah, he's currently in NXT essentially right now, and he'll probably be in the tournament. And then someone outside of the tournament, I got to throw it out to my man, my boy, Mike Speedball Bailey. I hope, I pray.
Oh man, that would be crazy.
It would be awesome, and he's got a unique thing that WWE might be into. Who knows?
Gunnar, I got a quick question. Oh, damn
Croc,
it.
just
Fuck. All right, quick question before I answer. Do you know Will Ospreay? Has he contracted anyone yet?
New Japan.
He
can still go.
NXT talent. No. Triple H had an interview. He said, they can't get anybody from New Japan. They won't be able to do that for the tournament. He already said that. Besides, around the time Super Junior is happening.
All right.
NXT guy, I can honestly see them putting, I would say, maybe even Finn Balor, just so they have that main NXT guy. All right, bam, he's there. And then for non-NXT, how do you guys like to see maybe from the UK, like a Zack Sabre, Mark Andrews, or
Yo, you get one. Scroll. You get one.
Fine.
God damn it.
All three.
No. One.
That's it. Marty Scurll.
Marty Scurll. Okay. Jester, I'd like to hear this.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
I'll hit you with one that's plainly obvious from NXT. Now, during this tournament, is the perfect time to finally freaking call up Sami Zayn. Period. So, if they can't get anybody from New Japan, then how about somebody from ROH? Somebody who just might be a little bit familiar to WWE crowds. Paging Dr. Seidel, paging Dr. Matt Seidel, or should I call you...
All right, fine.
Born.
That's enough. Vassar?
I'm gonna probably go with Finn Balor because he's probably not gonna make it up to the main roster for a long time. And for non-NXT, Ciampa, because that would be amazing.
Good call. He's been in NXT before, but I could see that happening.
Is he under 205?
208. He could be.
He could.
Oh, he's 210, shit.
Yeah.
But he could drop a weight.
He could cut 5 pounds,
He
could
cut 5 pounds.
Quote unquote, yeah.
Give him the goddamn chicken shoot and Mick Foley to run around the backstage area.
Yeah, Matt Hardy was a cruiserweight champion, so the weight limit is around quotations.
Yeah. Okay, Omega, who you got?
Sorry, I had a thing there. I was gonna say Gargano. I mean, that's a pretty foregone conclusion. I think he's already kind of heavily, not heavily, but involved in NXT. I'm gonna say Jigsaw / Rubik's, possibly without his mask on.
Ooh.
And a WWE guy?
WWE NXT guy. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Eva Marie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How much does Chad Gable weigh?
Points.
Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. It's gonna be...
Whoa, what the fuck?
What?
I didn't get to answer.
I thought you did.
No.
I thought you did. All right, then go.
Fucking
Go.
skip me.
Go.
Alex Riley and
He's
Chuck
not under
Taylor.
He's not under 205.
I don't fucking care. It's in quotation marks, remember? And somebody already said Finn Balor, and fucking Kobayashi's still out with the goddamn shoulder or whatever it was.
This is the point.
Rick Swan. Ricochet.
Ricochet, get out of here. He's with Lucha Underground.
And
He is with
he's
Lucha
with
Underground.
NJPW, too.
He is with NJPW too. I'm calling Ricochet and Rich Swan.
Well, then I'm gonna call Rey Mysterio.
There you go. I could see Mysterio showing up in that.
Oh my god. I don't think everybody realizes how good this potentially could be. Like, Jesus.
Exactly. Speaking of
Or
Rey
bad
Mysterio,
for that matter. Oh, go ahead.
Speaking of Rey Mysterio, he has left AAA due to issues over pay, which is reportedly a huge problem with the promotion right now, to the point where silver talents are contacting CMLL. AAA is currently in the fuck stick right now because of basically upper management not having their shit together. And basically Mysterio has said on Twitter, I believe, or somewhere else, that he would go back to AAA after he gets paid. Essentially. Mysterio faced Kurt Angle in a post-TNA match for a promotion called UR Fight, which is having a big combined wrestling MMA boxing show. Meltzer claimed that Daniel Bryan's last seizure was 4 years ago, and although he did hide them in the past, he disclosed them fully to all doctors he saw. Kevin Owens reportedly lobbied hard to face Undertaker this year, but was shot down.
Horrible decision.
Meanwhile, Sean Waltman claims that Triple H had to fight hard to get beat down by Roman Reigns the way he did in Philadelphia. That basically the thing before Royal Rumble, he had to fight for it. So you didn't want to get heat on Roman? I don't understand.
We didn't want to make him look weak, Triple H being.
Well, I mean, the last person that you expected to see win that thing was Triple H, so there you go. Rey Mysterio versus Kurt Angle at this age?
What is with the hybrid wrestling MMA boxing show? That's got to be the most interesting crowd. Again, in quotation marks.
They're gonna do Ken Shamrock versus Dan Severn, and I forget the name of the boxer now, but he's gonna fight a fan. And if the fan wins, he wins $100,000.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no!
Why? Why?
Well,
That's my favorite soundbite.
It isn't this one?
Creepy. That's me. Your uncle. Uncle Creepy. And I can also be your daddy.
No, that one's a little wordy. But also, this thing is apparently on pay-per-view.
What? Oh god, it sounds like
Or
the
internet
show.
pay-per-view or something.
Yeah, I
sounds
mean,
like
that's the whole reason why they're putting the show together, is to get you to pay to watch it.
Right. Anybody expecting, like... Have you ever seen the indie show where they did Paul White versus Hulk Hogan at not WrestleMania when it was, like, WrestleMania 23?
Oh.
Nope. How bad was it?
He slammed him.
Oh, really?
This was back in, like, 2006, so it's not that surprising. Yeah, but it was... Ugh.
I think Hulk was trying to go for an Andre moment there.
Right. All right. Let's.
Shale Sonnen versus Michael Bisping in a grappling contest.
Grappling contest. What is this? 1893? Where's Hackenschmidt?
That sounds.
I challenge you to a grappling contest.
If that's an old school grappling, yeah.
Oh, Frank Gotch would be proud.
No, no, he probably wouldn't.
And by the way, it's Roy Jones Jr. is the boxer.
Oh, fuck. Ugh.
Good God. Someone's gonna die.
No shit, someone's gonna fucking die with that. Holy fucking fuck.
Have fun.
Alright, who wants to get started with all this shit? Let's do the 15-minute time limit. This week for the 15-minute time limit, we're going to be talking about Fastlane. We're going to do our predictions. First matchup, which is what I'm pissed about. Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the U.S. title on the pre-show.
This is how much their booking sucks. I just want to point this out. Last month, we were complaining because they had this match on the Royal Rumble, and we didn't... It was just kind of booked weird, and, like... Now this is like the best match on the show. Outside of the main event.
And it's on the freaking pre-show. God.
Well, I think it's deliberate. I think they still think that if you put on a really good pre-show and hype it up, that people might actually, oh, now I got to buy the network. That was the first match. The Divas tags got to be 10 times better.
Yeah, but this match was terrible at the Rumble.
It wasn't terrible. There were a few blown spots, but at the same time, it was a great match. The only thing is, and I feel like Gunner's upset about it, why the hell are you putting a title that you had one of your top guys work for a year to try to build up, and he did it, now you just took it into a nosedive and crashed it to the floor.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Goes to Dynamite.
Well, they did that at the Royal Rumble and before it with the booking that they did with that whole switcheroo back and forth hot potato crap, which
I gotta dumb myself down!
It's just like it never it devalues the title every time.
Exactly. So Kalisto retains.
Yeah, Kalisto retains, although it's close. Like both get a fall, and then
I think
they tease it for a while before Kalisto wins.
Well, I think Del Rio's gonna get a fall right off the bat. He's gonna do something to, he's gonna slam him into them right off.
Bonus points. Del Rio gets the first fall. Kalisto gets the second fall by disqualification, and the third fall goes to Kalisto. Mm-hmm.
How do you disqualify him?
Title belt shot.
Yeah,
the ref is still looking.
Yeah, like ADR smashes Kalisto in the face and gives Kalisto a fall.
I'm gonna say refuses to let go of a submission.
Ooh, good one, Omega. I like that. He got cross arm breaker, doesn't break till 5. I like that. I'll go with I'm gonna go with Kalisto. But don't be surprised if you see Del Rio win because they probably have bigger plans for it at Mania.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I highly doubt that.
We all got our shit in?
That may be the ladder match.
Let's see on a little more here. Becky Lynch.
I'll tell you what. I was just going to say, this is the match that I am most looking forward to out of everything else on this card is the Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks versus Naomi and Tamina tag match. Because there is so much story and history and just amazing... No, this is going to be shit.
Well, I was about to say, before you were like going to be like, this match is going to be awesome! And then I was going to say, Ryback, Bishop, and Kane versus the Wyatt family.
No, this is going to be done. I'm calling it right now. Sasha Banks turns on Becky Lynch and goes back with Naomi and Tamina, and it was just Team Bad being fucking cunts for whatever reason.
Disagree. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks are going to have their tag match. It's going to be good. It's going to be fine. We're going to get to the end, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, guess who rolls into the ring? Fucking Cameron.
Paige.
Fucking Cameron.
Oh, Cameron?
Yeah.
Really?
New Team Bad.
Yeah.
Ew.
That would be Team Awful.
Be Team Awful.
Yeah, oh my
They would all
god.
be,
Please
they would all
no.
be able to do the
spelled,
thing.
It would be Team Horrible spelled WHOR. Yeah.
Kind of.
That match was
Yes, we
so
are
terrible that it knocked us off air.
Yep.
Yes.
That match was so
Exactly
bad.
what
it knocked
happened.
us off air. Yes.
I think it's going to be the surprise good match of the show.
This
Nope.
man is very gambly tonight.
Yes, he is.
You're taking some risks. I like it.
Speaking of taking some risks, waking up next to Charlotte. Just saying. Charlotte versus Bella for the Divas title. What better way to go lie on your back and pop out some kids than to go out on your back?
That's sexist.
Kind of. But it's the truth. She wants to
I
go
mean,
make
it
peace.
is what's going to happen.
I mean, that's what's going to happen. Free's going to go out on her back and put Charlotte over, which is exactly what she should do. And it's going to be a decent match. And Free's going to try to give the best match of her fucking life because it's the last one that she's going to have until she's done popping out babies.
And hopefully Charlotte can carry her to a fairly decent match.
But now, Good Morning America said otherwise. They said summertime.
Well, yeah, because that's probably when her contract is up, but or when her contract is officially up, and probably it takes a couple months to get off of birth control. Just saying.
And here's the other thing: they can't really keep her around too much anyway, because you're just going to have a repeat of what happened with AJ, where Brie would be in the ring, and the crowd would just chant Daniel Bryan the whole time.
WrestleMania 31 is the final WrestleMania for AJ Lee, for Tyson Kidd, for Sting, and for Daniel Bryan.
Tyson Kidd, don't hold out just yet. Keep hope.
It could be. I'm just saying. Is that not like the scariest statistic? Like, out of all those people, you wouldn't have picked any of them to have their last WrestleMania, quote unquote, maybe except for AJ, at WrestleMania 31.
I didn't expect Sting would have that long of a career in the WWE, but
I would have expected 2 WrestleManias out of him. That's my point. All right. Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler for the IC title.
Who was shocked? Who was shocked when Kevin Owens won the title on Raw Monday?
Not me.
Not at all, because it gives me hope that Ambrose is gonna go over.
No, don't say it. You'll jinx it. You'll jinx it, goddamn you.
It's too late. He said it. It's jinxed. And now when it doesn't happen, we know who to blame.
Negative 1,000,000 points to Vassar if it doesn't happen.
Oh, that's nasty.
It is, because he shouldn't have said it.
Anyway, Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens again. This time for a belt. A belt that is made of white. It should be a good match.
Fair, right?
Whatever.
They've been having good matches. People have been shitting on it, though. Like, why do you guys not care about Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler?
They put on amazing matches.
Yeah, it's gonna be it.
Matches, but it's all the same again and again and again.
Yeah, here's what I think. They're amazing matches, but they don't mean anything because the title doesn't mean anything.
Oh, so we're mad at the booking rather than we're mad at them.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Owens retains.
Yep. Because, Dolph isn't allowed to do anything ever.
Dolph wins at whatchamacallit?
No.
No, I think
WrestleMania.
Dolph will win.
At WrestleMania.
No.
Dolph will win tonight, and then they'll do...
I'll do a quick switch?
No, they'll do Ziggler versus Styles at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
But I doubt. I think Kevin Owens wins. I think Owens wins, and then it's Owens and Zayn at WrestleMania.
Now that'll be fantastic.
Maybe Bomaye to death before he can walk out on that stage. Understand that.
But potentially another cluster ladder match too as well. So let's stop looking at the damn IC title and let's talk about the match that matters. Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar to determine the number one contender to Triple H in the main event of WrestleMania 32 for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Why does this feel like WrestleMania 16? Like 32 feels like 16. Yeah, it feels like 16. Am I right here or?
Only thing you need is a McMahon in every corner.
Pretty much.
And we need Shawn Michaels as the referee, which we're probably going to get.
We need Rock and Rousey and Steph and Hunter, or not Hunter, Vince. And, well, who's winning this Vincent J. McMahon trophy?
If
Vincent
it's not
Kennedy McMahon is winning that trophy.
Well, there's that. Linda might win it. Shane might win it.
Okay, Shane,
No,
please, yes.
Shane's not getting anything.
But do you know who I think is really going to win it?
Who?
Jim Johnson.
Who?
No,
I
yeah.
honestly thought he was going to say John Cena.
Well, I mean, you know.
With all the CFOs.
name is John Cena! You asked for it.
No,
I
truthfully,
hate you.
I think it's a work, and I think it's going to be Triple H.
That would be
That's
great.
fantastic.
Triple H doesn't need to win it. He wants
want
to win
that.
it.
He would no. He wins the award, right? But then he refuses it. He's like, no, I cannot possibly accept this award.
Okay,
My life is not over.
WrestleMania.
I'm gonna go full Voldemort on your guys' ass. The name that should not
Ew.
be named now. Do we have any consensus in this room that it should come crashing down and hurt inside?
Oh my god, no.
No, dear God, no. No. No.
Getting back
Okay.
to the match.
No.
Getting back to the match.
No.
I say Dean Ambrose wins.
I also agree with that statement.
You already got your negative points, Vassar.
Hey, they're only negative if...
If they're gonna fix this, like I've kind of been talking about, it's not going to happen at Fastlane. It's going to happen probably not even until WrestleMania itself, when they do some kind of swerve, TM, and it's going to be Reigns, and he's going to main event.
I disagree. It's gonna be Reigns and Ambrose main eventing.
Triple H.
That would be...
It's gonna.
I would almost like
it's
that
gonna
a little
be.
less.
It's gonna be a pin tap out situation.
Oh, I hate those.
Wait, which one
Oh,
is
for
putting
the
on the
love of God.
submission move?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, who the hell? Neither of them know any submission moves or have ever used them.
We haven't established that they have a submission move, but I could see one of them pulling out some sort of submission and
Crossface.
right.
It's going to be Reigns pulling out a crossface.
No, I think Ambrose is more likely due to crossface.
Here we go. Brock Lesnar is going to knock them both out in the ring, and then the Wyatt family is going to attack Lesnar and cause a count out so that they're both knocked out in the ring, but they both won because they were both in the ring.
Oh God, that is so.
Oh, jeez.
How do you have a count out in a
fucking
triple threat?
Christ.
How do you have a count out in a triple threat? That's
Well,
asshole level
you tell
shit.
me. We got to book this. I just booked this thing.
I gotta dumb myself down!
That's
If
the most wonkiest thing I've ever heard since.
if you're going to do it that way, Here's how you do it. Brock knocks both of them out in the ring. Then out comes the Wyatt family, and they come out and they beat the shit out of Brock. And then they drag both Reigns and Ambrose over and put their arms across Brock so they're pitting him at the same time. And they're doing it because, I don't know, some men just want to watch the world burn.
No. That's exactly what it is. Wyatt family comes out, takes out Brock Lesnar. Both of them, they take out everybody that's in the ring. Wait, no, you can't do that. Nope, never mind. Sorry.
Why can't they? They could go out there and knock
anybody
everybody
but
the fuck
Roman.
out.
Anybody but Roman. Yep, you can't do that.
What's gonna happen? Who's with me on this? Heel fucking Reigns. The
Are you
only reason he
kidding?
turns
Not until Mania.
Not until Mania.
Because he's been
Not until Mania. No. But I triple threat match. It's gonna be Ambrose. It's gonna be Reigns, and they're gonna be in. Oh God, no! I lied.
I think y'all are just overthinking this.
No,
this is gonna be
Roman Reigns winning. I know, but
it's gonna be a very basic finish. I don't think there's any. They don't want confusion in this. They want Reigns to be the guy going into Mania. This is a year-long storyline they've been working on.
This is true, but they're getting real. They're getting real trigger happy with the idea of that. I mean, they're not. They're getting kind of shaky on him again. I think. All right. No, I disagree, and this is my final answer right here. I think that it will end in a no contest, and I think we'll all be pissed, and it will be a fatal fucking 4-way.
Oh my
I was about to say that.
Good Lord, this is more wonky than when John Cena
It's
pinned Batista
WrestleMania
with duct
16,
tape.
Gunner. It is WrestleMania 16.
And it'll be 16 all over again.
And then we'll have a Helmsley.
This time, a walrus.
Only it won't be a regular Fatal 4-Way. It'll be that fucking bullshit one.
Elimination.
Where there's a time limit, and whoever has the last pin when time runs
gosh,
out.
Championship Scramble.
Yes.
Championship Scramble.
Oh my
God.
5 people for that, though.
So in that time period, we can add like 3 or 4 title reigns onto Roman Reigns' repertoire, or his flat sheet, or whatever the fuck you call it.
All right, but no, seriously though, Roman Reigns is going over. We're all completely delusional.
Yeah, of course he is.
I think the only good thing that might come out of this whole situation, though, is we might get like Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar at Mania. That would be a kick-ass match.
That would be fun. We're having a lot of fun with that idea. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the safe bet. You know, Lesnar and Ambrose. Who does Taker face? I mean, if Owens isn't facing Taker, then who's facing Taker?
Is he even going to be on the show?
Yeah, he's gonna be on the show. Yeah, I mean, yes. He's ready. He's raring. He's good to go. He's fine. He just needs an opponent. And the biggest WrestleMania with 100,000 people, who do you think?
Ambrose.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're right.
No.
Roman? Roman?
No.
Wait, no.
Ooh,
for real, though.
I'd go with Roman. I'd go with only a heel Roman, though, because he's going to be the heel in that match, Gunner.
It doesn't matter, but that doesn't matter. No. Kronk, you're overthinking that. We're playing too much fantasy booking here. Fuck. I want ice cream.
I'm positive we're well past our 15 minutes.
Samoa Joe versus The Undertaker.
No.
I wish.
No, because he's facing Balor.
No, fuck, I want it!
In a
Punjabi
prison match.
Yes.
We jumped the shark, ladies and gentlemen.
Look.
Call out the Samoan prison, please.
Yo,
yeah,
it's gonna be elimination chamber. It's gonna be elimination chamber match.
Punjabi,
and there's gonna be there's gonna be Fandango in it, just because.
It's gonna be a cage inside a Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
No, yes,
Kettle from
it's
Hell
going to be a cage inside of a Hell in a Cell.
And it's going to be a Kettle from Hell match.
Judy Bagwell on a forklift, Viagra on a pole match.
Oh Lord. Okay, I want chimichanga ice cream.
And do you know who makes a run-in? Do you know who makes a run-in?
Your mom.
His name is John C. Time for the Dairy Queen drive-through. Vassar ratings.
And now for the ratings. Starting off, as always, is TNA Impact with 276,000 viewers, down from the 295,000 last week. SmackDown got 2.414 million, down from the 2.664 million the week previous. And Raw, well, it's not in because President's Day.
With the birthdays, we're gonna go with Dog this time around.
Alrighty, happy birthday on the 17th to Jimmy Jacobs and Ricardo Rodriguez. On the 18th, Raymond Rogia and Larry Sweeney. Rogia?
What?
Rogia?
Rougeau.
Trying to do a really shitty French accent. Sorry. And then
It is
Larry
the worst.
Sweeney.
It is the worst.
Well, no, he
I'm
succeeded.
not fucking French, so
Yeah, I
let's
mean,
tell ya.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yep.
he's not a cheese-eating surrender monkey. How would he know that?
This is true. He does not have yellow on him.
And Larry Sweeney, also on the 18th for a birthday. For the 19th, Danny Doring, Francine, and Big John Studd, all on the 19th. For the 20th, slap yourself in the face, because it's Antonio Inoki. It's his birthday, so give yourself a few celebratory slaps. And then Gail Kim as well. That's a weird birthday combination. On the 21st, Crimson, Rhonda Singh, and Tyrus, formerly known as Brodus Clay. On the 22nd, Mr. Niebla and Super Callow. And then on the 23rd, Mike Seidel and Mohammed Yone. And those are the birthdays.
Now it is time for This Week in Wrestling with Omega BR.
Yes, this week in wrestling history, circa 1985, where Bruno Sammartino ended his retirement, which had lasted for over 3 years, at the Spectrum in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, teaming with his son David to defeat Paul Orndorff and Bobby Heenan, when Orndorff hit Sammartino with a chair, as Bruno had Heenan in a bear hug. Jump to 1987, where at a WWF television taping in New Haven, Connecticut, Rick Martel, Tom Zink, and Lanny Poffo defeated Adrian Adonis Brutus Beefcake and Greg Valentine. Adonis, who had been cutting locks of his opponent's hair in building toward his WrestleMania 3 match, Hair vs. Hair with Roddy Piper, went to cut Martel's hair as he was worked over in the corner by Beefcake. However, as Adonis reached for his scissors, Martel grabbed Beefcake in reverse positions. Adonis cut off some of Beefcake's hair by mistake, and Martel rolled up Beefcake for the pin during the argument. This was the first step toward the creation of Beefcake's barber persona. And in 1999, during an edition of Raw from Chattanooga, The Undertaker defeated Kane in an Inferno match when Kane's boot caught fire. After the match, Undertaker burned a toy bear in front of Vince McMahon, making McMahon break down in tears. The storyline being that it was Stephanie McMahon's childhood toy, and proved to Vince that Undertaker had been in his home. Also on this show, the Public Enemy made their WWF television debut, defeating Edge and Gangrel via disqualification, but then becoming victims of a Brood bloodbath. And that was This Week in Wrestling History.
All right. Now it's time
trails.
for the Happy Trails.
Happy Trails. Croc, why don't you do that one?
I would.
I know.
Fan of CM Punk. Happy trails to CM Punk, who's out 4 to 6 weeks to surgery for a herniated disc, delaying his MMA debut a bit. Hopefully he gets better, and I'd rather see him at 110% to get inside the octagon than at 70% with a herniated disc in his back. Let him get fixed and let him show what he's truly about in MMA. And also, happy trails to everyone's favorite WWE diva, Sunny, who's hospitalized due to a pardon me, I'm not a doctor, pancreatitis issue?
Pancreatitis.
There you go. Pancreatitis. There's more to that.
You gonna read that?
Give me 1 sec. I have to reload.
Okay. He's reloading. It's okay.
She got...
Yeah.
Hell no, I ain't reading that.
Fine. See, this is why you can't have these amateurs reading the Happy Trails. Happy Trails to Sunny, who was hospitalized due to pancreatitis issue, which she got from me pounding her inside so much from the outside, if you know what I mean. Now it's time for the points.
With the woman beater yanking
Points. So silent. No one can hear you. Not even the police. Points! Points!
Let's do it.
Points! I can't even get an oh hell yeah. Fuck you guys.
Oh yeah. I'm still laughing at the song.
Jesus!
And that's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so.
Oh, hell yeah!
Alright. Negative 272 points to NetJester for showing up.
I gotta dumb myself down!
Yep, that's how I feel every time he comes into the channel. Negative 20 points to Gunner for his annoying pre-show soundboard. 25 points for NetJester, because I assumed that pop culture reference at the beginning of the show was clever. I don't know. Negative 25 points to NetJester for his stupid mellow yellow joke.
Oh no!
It's funny, you play that sound. 30 points to Omega BR for Eva Marie. That made me laugh. 25 points to Gunner for the... Oh no. That sound... Yeah, no! That's the one. Oh no. Oh yeah. 25 points to Croc for calling it perfectly what the problem is with the U.S. title match placement on the pay-per-view.
Oh yeah!
Negative 30 points to Vassar for being a jinxer.
Get my bags! Get my bags!
That'll be a piss bet now. If Vassar has jinxed it, he'll have to drink his own piss.
Well, I'll start drinking water now, so it's not that dark.
30 points to Omega BR for Trips winning the Vincent J. McMahon Award. That's brilliant.
Oh yeah!
Finally, 30 points to Dog, because I do want the Ambrose versus Brock match at WrestleMania. That'd be fantastic.
Smooth balance!
And 10 points to Dog for reading the birthdays better than NJ ever could. So for this show, we have NJ totaling out at negative 297 points, bringing his overall score to negative 1,293,931. Gunner scored 5 points total for the episode, bringing his total to 265. Omega scored 85 points this episode, getting himself up to 665. Vassar scored negative 30 points this episode, bringing his score down to 337.8. Dog scored 40 points for the episode, bringing his score up to 545. And the Croc scored 25 points this episode, bringing his score up to 225. That's it for the points.
All right. I think we should get into what we watched this week in wrestling. Vassar, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
That fatal 5-way on Raw.
What should we watch this week in wrestling? Dog.
Gotta watch last week's Lucha Underground Phoenix versus King Cuerno. That match was great.
Jester, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
Oh, the hell is that? Anyway, I'm going to go with the WWE Network as they finally got Stampede Wrestling on there. And one of my all-time favorites is the man who led Karachi Vice, Mucka Singh, versus Owen Hart. And I can't remember for what title that was, but that was a fun match.
What should we watch this week in wrestling? The Croc.
Watch Omega versus Tanahashi from the beginning. Nagata.
Omega, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
You should watch the Austin podcast with the Big Show. It happened last night after Raw. It was actually a really good one. They talked about it. Show doesn't really do right off the bat. He doesn't pull any punches about what he thinks of the business right now. How he's been booked. His whole saga becoming, world champion in WCW immediately. The time he held a gun to his head. Just a lot of really kind of crazy good stuff from a guy who, we really don't see or know too much about anymore. Except for,
Sorry, but quote of the night. I'm telling you, I got more turns than NASCAR.
Yes, he does. Yankum, what should we watch this week in wrestling?
How about something? Can I say something that's not wrestling? Because that's what Omega did. If you haven't watched the Table for Three series on the network yet, what are you doing with your life? You are missing out on some fantastic insider discussion of the business and traveling and kind of some of what it's like backstage for, some of the guys that are having trouble, kind of getting to where they should be. Apparently Daniel Bryan is totally a dick to Ryback, and it's hilarious. So I would suggest all of those. But specifically, I'm going to say, I think it's the IC title is the one that it is, where it's Ryback, Daniel Bryan, and Dolph Ziggler. That one so far is my favorite, hands down.
This week in wrestling, I would like you to go watch, from the same show that the Croc suggested, the final show in New Japan for Big Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows of the Bullet Club with Tama Tonga up against the current tag team champions, which we call it Honma and I'm blanking.
Makabe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Makabe. Totally recommend that match. It was really good. It was really nice to see them get their nice, final farewell like AJ did. And looking forward to seeing the Good Brothers over in NXT here very shortly, or on the main roster, whatever. I don't care. Give me Baylor Club after fucking WrestleMania, motherfuckers.
And since people picked non-wrestling for some of these, I also got to throw one out for the New Beginning. This one in Osaka, though, and it was another absolute classic between Ishii and Shibata for the Never title. It was brutal as hell, like it always is, and oh my god, some of the headbutts. Oof. Gotta watch it, because they're killing themselves to give you a 5-star match, so go watch it.
Yep. Alright, thank you very much for listening this week. I do have something to plug, though. Stephen Amell, who you may have remembered feuding with Stardust last year, is currently giving away his Slammy that he won, in support of a guy named Elijah Mainville, a.k.a. Drag Shadow. He's been fighting cancer for a really long time, and they're doing a $5 entry to basically win, and it's a raffle. The site is GoFundMe.com/Elijah is my hero. ELIJAH is my hero. All one word. Head there, and you'll be able to buy tickets there for $5, supporting a really good cause. And I'm sure that there will be other prizes as well. I mean, this is a pretty awesome thing that they keep doing. Anything with Stephen Amell at this point with wrestling has been fucking awesome. I know that you're saying to yourself, "Well, wait, really? Him? Well, yeah, he's taking this seriously, and he's doing a good job of it." And if there were more Stephen Amells in the world, there'd be a lot less Manchesters. All right.
Hey.
Sorry, buddy. Fucking buried. All right, everybody, thank you very much for listening. Check us out on smarksnark.com, facebook.com/smarksnark, twitter.com/smarksnark. If you're in the business, give us an email at booking@smarksnark.com. If you're not, the email is info@smarksnark.com, or is it contact?
Contact.
Thank you. Contact@smarksnark.com. And you can also give us a call. You can give us a call anytime. It's 812-408-9666.
Oh, I thought you were going to do the woo first.
Watch.
I thought you were going to do the woo first.
I do it second. All the time. Yeah, smoke another one, Yankum. And that's 812-408-9666. All right. Thank y'all for listening. And remember, we wish you well in your past, present, and future woo-devers.
It's just like an ending to Raw, with him wooing all the time.
And as Wade can attest, holiday sex with Vanessa was great, except for International Women's Day.
Go sit in the corner, Nat Jester.
Kill him.
Good night, Pigeon Forge.